Hi, my name is Kinga. I'm a spiritual mentor, an energy healer, and a holistic psychologist. And I wanted to take some time out to give a big thank you to my coach, Lindsay, who helped me over the past year and a half tremendously. And I want to tell you a little bit about that, just if you're considering working with her as well. So I've been following Lindsay on social media for years. She was first a fertility coach. I was struggling with fertility, so that's why I found her. And then when I had my baby boy, I kind of didn't need, any fertility advice, so I stopped following her actively. And then some years later, she just popped back into my life on my social media feed, and I noticed that she had completely rebranded her business, and she was a business coach, a money healing coach, and this really resonated with me at the time. And what she offered was small programs, like 3 or 5 days, right, that were all about energy healing and all kinds of different modalities and modules. And the first one that I did with her was anxiety free. It was about anxiety and about bringing your body back into the rest and digest state. And this was at a moment in time where I felt completely stressed out, depleted, exhausted, burned out, and I knew all these techniques to de-stress, but I couldn't get a grip on my own nervous system. I was just shaking from the overload, the sensory overload from working all days and being a mom and all these things, right? And when I did anxiety free, I was blown away because for the first time in months, I was able to really relax. So, my addiction to Lindsay was born, and I went on to doing another program with her, Regulate, and it was all about regulating the nervous system. And I've learned so much from that. And I've been practicing her teachings in combination with my own, previous knowledge and things like that, and other modalities with my clients, and they've been having like these tremendous results as well. So I'm really excited about that kind of work. But the most important thing that I got out of working with Lindsay was clarity. Because as a holistic coach, I was a bit lost in the vastness of everything that I knew. And I just needed something to combine everything. Because when I had somebody with a burnout, for instance, and we were treating that, right? We could talk about mindset, we could talk about purpose, we could talk about karmic patterns, we could talk about trauma, we could talk about food, right? And I just needed something to combine all of that. And Lindsay showed me just how to do that, and it was through energy work. All these things that I knew how to do, but it gave me something to focus on. And since then, my work has been so much more rewarding for my clients as well. So the results are, sky high, but also for my own satisfaction. I look forward to doing those sessions, right? I know that I can just trust my intuition and really tap into all that knowledge that I already had by, just having this clarity. And this has brought so much more balance into my life. I'm much more stable emotionally from working with Lindsay, from doing all this energy work, releasing, trapped emotions, trauma, doing ancestral work, you name it. And it was such an eye-opener. It was such a delight to be able to kind of go there, right? And do something about the root causes of things, because this is what I'm all about as a coach as well. I want to get to the bottom of things and not just, help people cope with things. Why should you cope with things if you can actually release it or solve the problem at root cause, right? So Lindsay absolutely does that. So I've been able to become more authentic and listen to myself and my intuition a lot more. I've been able to make very life-changing and harsh decisions for myself regarding my corporate job and my practice. And it's for the first time in my life that I actually experience balance in my life. So this I attribute to working with Lindsay, and obviously I did the actual work. You have to be committed to your own success. But the guidance of Lindsay is so spot on, so intuitive, so knowledgeable. It was a real delight not only to have her as my coach, but also to relate to her on a human level and have the experience that you can just discuss, very confrontating things or things that are difficult to communicate about with somebody that just reacts in a normal adult way, right? This was healing in and of itself. So yeah, I felt really comfortable. I felt safe, and I felt seen and heard by her and everything that I went through. It was a whole year, so she's seen all of me. And from my heart, I can really recommend her. So, Lindsay, thank you once again.